action flick then?
Yeah.
How about watching a nymphoid barbarian in dinosaur hell?
That's what I dream about every night. I can't help but have those sexy nymphoid dinosaur dreams. It's just what.
I mean, this is
same as people liking me. I'm very me, and I usually assume people won't like me, and I'm really shocked when they do, because that's who we all are on the inside, I think, quite a lot of the time. But I'd rather be disliked for who I am than liked for who I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. It matters more. And I don't think it's fair to other people to get them to like me based on a like either. They have the right to choose what they like. And if they're listening to my music that I've written to cater to what I think they want, then they're not really listening to me, they're listening to my version of them. And
when you're walking around as Chewie quite a lot, you do get a lot of guys walking past you going, "It's Chewbacca," and but then when I actually do the noise back and it's the authentic, really loud Chewbacca noise or the growl, like, oh, let me make it makes noise as well,
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Literally neither for me.
She doesn't know what either of those things are. Star Wars for me, I think. Even though Star Trek is gay, I've just never gotten into it.
It's not about what.
But for me, how I make most judgments in life is which is gay.
Which is gayer, okay.
Right, so we clean up everybody's damn paperwork and shit like that, and give more time to actually do the job or whatever. All that's great. But it doesn't need to create art. The whole point in machines is that they can do the work so that humans can be free to, do philosophy and art and shit like that. That would be my take on it. Anyway,
Well, that'd be a perfect world if that's what people would do with that free time.
Yeah. So, but I'm not quite sure it's gonna instantly just be a naked Austrian dude chasing me down the street. I think we're
very specific.
I think we're a ways away. I'm not really in panic mode about that just yet.
Well, that's good.
Between cats and dogs, because I rescued a cat, and it changed my whole feeling towards them, and they're very misunderstood creatures if you've never had one, and I quite like that about them. So in my current setup, I'd probably prefer to have a cat, but dogs are better. I do like cats, but I feel they're two different. I won't elaborate on, since it's only got to be 2 words, one or the other. But I say that because although I've just woken up this morning to the smell of cat piss from somewhere in the neighbourhood has broken in and done a dirty protest in the house somewhere, and that's a dog wouldn't do that.
Would you rather date a vampire or a werewolf?
I'm not shagging a dog.
Do you remember Barbie Girl, the Aqua song?
Yeah.
I used to actually think that was quite a catchy song, and we sort of jokingly put it on when we got married in 2012. Me and my wife put it on the DJ set list, and you should have seen how many people got up and started singing and dancing to that when that came on.
Yeah.
A lot of them were taking piss out of me because obviously I look now like the Bob look. Well, my head does anyway. But yeah, I always quite like that one. And
is what we associate anything that isn't human. It is different. It's alien. And in some ways, it can be looked at as, we're kind of on as high horse sometimes as a species of being like, wow, and we are really incredible and really, really complex. So is every species. But we have it's such strange, like, aren't we weird? Like, really, really weird. We just kind of want to create our own category and just be like, we are not this. we are this special thing. And we are all special and we are all important, but it's just...
Funkos, definitely. I have got boxes full of Funkos. I must have like at least over 300 or something like that. I've still got some that are in their actual boxes as well, like special edition ones. It kind of varies. Like I had a serious problem with them.
Maybe I'll show you my shrine. Please hold. Woo, I can do this. Woo.
Hey, look at this. That's great. What the hell? What's this? Look at
Obviously, this
this,
is my
kids.
shrine. I've got a whole like collection. Obviously,
Just a
I
few.
got the original like comic version, and I got a really good bargain for that. That was £7 on Amazon. Whereas all these so expensive. Like this one cost me 80.
Wow.
So I have a good collection. Hopefully to add more. But and then this for like £40.
Oh, that's the Legends series. Yeah, there's some good shit in that.
And then obviously that's my shrine. And I don't know, I just
not Courtney. What's the Courtney Kardashian and like a lesbian bed deaf t-shirt. You know, get them wrapping the merch would be everywhere.
God, you know one of their names. I know Kanye West is, but I don't know the other ones.
I know Courtney, Chloe, Kim, Courtney, Kim, Chloe, Kendall.
Okay.
What is the main one? I'm so confused.
Cunt face Kardashian.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. They're just fucking. They're not even real people, are they? They're just weird TV things that they've grown in a fucking petri dish.
Yeah.
Just to sell.
I don't know. I've described it as we talk about dickheads. We sing about dickheads. Is whether those dickheads are real physical people or real physical types of people, or the dickhead is depression. We sing about we're harpooning the things that make this world as shit as it is.
I thought we were going to be good connections, but one of them turned out to be a complete fraud. And at the time, I thought he was good in that, but it was a bit of a nut job. And it turned out they weren't even singing the same songs.
Oh. Can we never watch Pulp Fiction again now? Are we not allowed to do that anymore? Mother. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, it's my understanding, whatever else Weinstein touched, which we now know more than we ever wanted to know.
That's really the wrong phrase to use. Talking about whatever else he took.
It's my understanding that he was rarely really all that hands-on when it comes to the movies. I didn't even mean that one. I knew when I was
get a few angry looks from friends of mine. Space Jam was a big film when I was little.
It was huge.
No, it's not. It's rubbish. I've got to be honest. It was absolutely rubbish when you think about it.
Of course it is.
When you're 8 or 9, fantastic. You know, there's Michael Jordan. He goes into Toonland. He has to fight off aliens by playing basketball. When you look back at it as an adult, it makes no sense whatsoever. I'm like, why did I even like this at 9 years old? Like I'm some kind of arbiter of taste of that. But you know,
but there's a soundtrack. There's a soundtrack that I'll say is better than the film. There's a few tunes on that film.
There is, yeah. I mean, there's one guy we absolutely no more. We can't talk about him. But the rest of them, yeah, they're great. You know. So, but as a film, it was rubbish. And I know people, my friends who may watch this or watch it back, will probably shout it before.
Then it breaks down a lot of walls to sociably talk about a lot of subjects.
We've had a lot of talks in here that have made us feel a little bit better about ourselves, just when we've been arm wrestling, and you know, it's been enlightening sometimes to just have a nice chat and just get your sense feeling better. Really, it's like that's nice. Well, and
but even if you're a nerdy person, but you've got friends that are all into sports and they're all masculine or whatever, if you once you've arm wrestled with someone and you find out they're into similar things, you can be that nerdy person around anyone, because it's like you're also doing something very physical and something very demanding that actually creates respect between you. It creates a bond.
It's an old picture. So this is my mom, who you can't tell
is pregnant with my younger brother,
Okay.
and that's me. And we are playing Atari. My household was lucky enough to have, I had an uncle who was very, very video game, anything pop electronics. So we would get the hand-me-downs when he would buy the next cool thing. So I grew up with an Atari 2600. That was
I'll do
our
it.
thing. We got an hour on the weekends or on the summer. My little brother and I, but we learned that if we played 2-player games, then we could have 2 hours, right, to like maximize our time. So
creative. So I found a couple of videos on YouTube of like how to, because I had no idea how to even use it. I didn't know you even needed a medium to use it. I used to just try straight out of the tube, and it never worked. So I kind of learned a little bit on YouTube, and then I just that was the first one. I didn't have to do that. That was the first painting I ever did, I think. Or the first portrait I ever did. I can't remember what the first thing actually was.
So,
But yeah,
so no
there.
official training then. No
Um,
college, uni,
I
just
did go
paying
out.
for tutors. No.
No, not really. I did do art at college, but I flunked out after a year. I got E's. Just didn't do good. It wasn't my thing, and I didn't like being told what I had to paint. I can't really work like that. I like to just sort of paint what I feel like painting. So when they're saying you need to copy this work and try replicate, learn the techniques, and it's not for me.
I do like cats, but they're a bit unpredictable.
If they ever get thumbs, we're all fucked, man.
We really are.
Cats rule the earth. That's all they need. That final evolutionary step, and we're doomed. We better also, to be fair, you're not the only dog man. I'm partial to a dog myself, but we should get with the ancient Egyptians and maybe start worshipping the fuckers now, just in case. they were onto something. Maybe that's what wiped them out. It was the highly evolved cats that wiped out the ancient Egyptian civilization, created space travel, and are now off in the far-flung corners of the universe.
All in the hieroglyphs.
And they're like, I want to be like Karate Kid. I want to be like Cobra Kai, or I want to be like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
When Cobra Kai came out, I'm sure we got a few extras from from that. Free promotion, isn't it? It's great.
Well, yeah, but you've got to do the work to get to that point.
Yeah.
And it is fun, but with the same token, we don't give belts away, so you have to work for them.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing first, growing up in China, nobody learns martial art, right? Nobody, like, you might breed craziest imagination is like, what? Like, nobody learns martial art. Just like waste of time, first of all. And then when I first came to America, and then people have this like Asians stereotypical learn martial art, blah blah, and I was like, where did that come from? And also I'm really annoyed of those people who ruined it for us, because I think it's okay if I walk around, people just assume I know martial art. I'm okay with that, okay? I feel like we'll be a little bit safer if people have that assumption. But then I rejected it, because when I first came to America, I was so eager to fit in, right? I wanted to be a cool person. I don't want to be the stereotypical Asian. So for some reason, like at the time, I just like, no, I'm not going to be one of those people.
You could go and hum the Super Mario Brothers theme to anybody in the world, and they'll know. Unlike most contemporary songs in the UK or the US or whatever, those will be much more widely recognized. I would say.
Being a ghost.
Maybe, I think, potentially have, sort of.
Spill it.
When I was like 12, we were at like a group like sleepover or something, and we all woke up at different times and saw like this weird white like veil-y light thing, and then we all just fell straight back asleep. And then in the morning we were like, "Anyone else see that?" And then we all woke up at like different times and saw it separately. But it wasn't that scary. It just was a bit weird that we all like saw.
Gosh, yes, the DBZ movie. Thank you for running that one. Who could forget that one?
We're trying. We're trying.
They tried for that one, but I mean, can we just not remember that movie because I don't want to remember Goku and I'm a high school kid and that was. I don't think Dragon Ball Z will ever be a movie that they can make into live action and do well. I think they should just stick with their animated movies because there's just I can't see it.
Yeah, like I said, I just love experimenting and trying different things out. But my next step is like producing merch and prints to make it more physical. It's like it gives you that I can't say it. Satisfaction.
Looking up at the stars and a big ball of light. Well, it weren't a big ball of light. There were like 3 individual lights, but it looked as if it was the sun that was centered for me. But obviously, with the height it seemed like it were reflecting light, and it was shooting across the sky. But it's such a weird, unsettling like pace that it just sort of threw me off. I think I was sat with you, wasn't I?
Yeah,
you were looking where you were looking same way. And I was there, and I just sort of like took myself back a bit because I said like even if it ain't gonna be like aliens or whatever, so the fact that even if mankind's got that kind of technology and to see it like happen above you and whatnot, it was a bit weird. It was just a bit weird knowing all those things and hear that. And I think the thing is though, whenever you do see anything up in the sky, they do label you, you're a nutter and whatnot, but...
I just wrote the scene in my head of where the Thundercats home line comes into it. Lion-O has actually been taken captive, is battered and bruised, and is needing to call for help, and he's struggling to say it and to do it properly. That's why he says thunder, thunder. But then that last Thundercats home is when his eyes pop and his teeth pop and he's charged up on growl and he shouts from inside Castle Plundor or whatever it is, and you see you feel that you feel the roar. Yeah, that's it. And it's the Thundercats out, and then it breaks. The other one, all their ears just prick up and go. They're all. Give me goosebumps. But that's how it needs to be. And then dun dun dun. And that's when you hear the music. That's when the Thundercats smashes through the wall, and we get that 15-minute version live action of the Thundercats intro of